Do you have high standards in men?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, do you have high standards in men?
I do.
What about you?
I do.
What about you?
In this generation, not really.
Oh.
Being honest.
I don't need no man.
All right, so that's important. So now you're saying that you're okay with it, but you need to be able to also be able to do that to him and tell him you need to drop your female friends.
Yeah, if he's doing it to me,
Who
I
else
have
agrees
the same
with
right
that?
to
Do you agree with that
back.
too? That it's reciprocal.
It should be reciprocal if he's
Should
asking
be okay.
me.
Cool. What about you? Do you think it's reciprocal?
No.
What about you? Is it reciprocal? So you need to be able to tell him he has to drop his female friends.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What about you? Because you also said it's not controlling,
No,
but
I don't think it needs to be reciprocal.
okay. So it's one-way street.
I mean,
In
that's
your
how he
opinion.
feels. If I don't necessarily feel that way, I'm not going to do it just for it to be reciprocal. Meaning,
Yeah.
if I didn't have a problem with him having girlfriends and he has a problem with me having guy friends, I'm not going to now have a problem with him having girlfriends because it's reciprocal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. Wow. She's literally the first female I've ever heard say that. Think about what it is that she just said. Normally, females say, no, it needs to be equal. It needs to be equal. They only say that when it comes to things that are leaning more towards the male side. They don't say it needs to be equal when it comes to them getting in club free. They don't say it needs to be equal when it comes to them putting their hands on them. They don't want equal rights when it's also equal rights and equal lefts. They only want equal rights when they get something and they can kind of show some type of superiority. This female said, nah, I don't want to just do something just because you're doing it. And this is what I was saying in another video about females hitting males on the behind. Males will hit a female on the behind when he walks by her, and she likes that, like his girl. She likes that. But if she hits him on the behind, he has a problem with that because he feels like it's emasculating in that context. Males will do that in sports, but it's a different context. He feels like it's emasculating coming from her. But what if she said, well, if you hit me on the behind, then I should be able to hit you on the behind? Do you understand how stupid that is? Well, it needs to be equal. It needs to be equal. No, this female right here said, yeah, I don't think that it should be reciprocal just because he feels a certain way. He doesn't want me to have something, and because he doesn't want it, I'm just going to say, well, then I don't want you to have it either. She's like, no, if that doesn't bother me, then I don't think I should try to put it on him just because he wants to put it on me. If he slaps me on the behind, I don't think that I should be able to slap him on the behind just because he did it to me. I actually like it. He doesn't. So if he does it to me, that should be cool. If I do it to him, it's not cool. So I'm not going to do it. I like her attitude. I like her attitude. I still don't know which one she is because she seems to be riding the fence a lot. You know, I don't know if riding the fence is the right terminology, but she seems to be saying a couple of different things on either side of the line. So I'm not sure I know where she is. You all tell me where you think this muscular female is on the traditional woman, or modern female spectrum.
Well, I think a lot of girls have an issue with it because of the reciprocal thing, but you're saying for you it's not.
No.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
You triggered my trap card!
It's different. Sorry, what?
Do you have high standards in men?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you have high standards in men?
I do.
What about you?
I do.
What about you?
In this generation, not really.
Oh,
Being honest.
Wait. No, I asked you if you have high standards in men, not women in general. I'm asking you.
Like,
The generation of men.
yeah.
Like,
Right?
No,
Current, yeah.
She's in the current climate of men isn't.
that's not what I asked.
No.
I asked, do you have high standards in men?
no, she says no.
I try, but, you know.
Wait.
What's no?
Why is this such a difficult thing to ask or answer rather? He asked if she has high standards in men. Like 97% of females have high standards in men. Why is it that she just doesn't say yes? What is she trying to preempt what she thinks he's trying to ask her later? Is that what she's trying to do? Trying to outthink him or something? well, he's asking me this question. It seems like he's going somewhere with it. So I'm kind of going to be vague until he unveils his dastardly plan. Is that what she's doing? Because this is a very simple question to answer. I don't know why it is that this is taking so much for her to answer.
She's explaining why she's giving her answer.
Yeah.
Because the claim of men isn't
It's a yes or no question.
No,
partaken.
bro.
Is that what you're saying?
No, she's not.
Yes or no question. Do you have high standards in men?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Do you have high standards in men? Okay, yes. What about you?
Yeah, Fresh saved you, man.
You do too?
I was trying to.
She was trying to, bro, but
It's tough.
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Can men have standards in your opinion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. What do
I
you mean?
feel like
All right, go to Council Club. Guys, we're going to go over to
men
Council
not
Club
have
because
things
I'm going to
so.
say here will not be...
Standards.
I
Come
don't
on over to
think
Council
so.
Club.
Man, that was really weird. I wonder what it is about which they'll be speaking after this question, because I think he asked that question for a reason. I think it has something to do with the male being of so high a value because of their standards, to where they probably can't try to dictate certain things to him that he could to them, and him not tolerating whether they would or wouldn't listen to him. He's like, no, there's not going to be a you not listening to me. You're going to listen to me because I'm that guy. And you know I'm that guy because of the standards that you have that made it to where I was able to get with you when you have such high standards. I think that might have been where they were going with this question. Well, where Myron was going with this line of questioning, but I guess we'll have to see that in another video. But males want to sleep with females 9 times out of 10. You could be a friend with the female to whom you have no attraction. Like the female is 280 pounds. And you're like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to anything. You have zero like for her. And she gets a man. You can be friends with her because you're looking at her man like, bruh, I don't want no parts of her sexually. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But if she's a female that looks in any form or facet a way that would be considered attractive, even by half of the males in the world, then I could see why a male who's her man would want her to keep a guy at arm's length or even get rid of him. I can see why he would want to do that. But I think there's a part that should be carved out for friends that she's had her entire life. And some guys will say, well, those are the most dangerous because she has the most attachment to them emotionally in this whole night. I can see that. I can. But man, to know somebody your whole life and then a guy says, never talk to him again for the rest of the time. What happens when that guy dies? He dies and he was that close to her and she hadn't talked to him in 20 years. But she remembers all the things through which they've gone when they were kids, climbing the trees, picking fruit off the trees, all these different things. Does her man say, nope, you can't go to his funeral? Do you see what I'm saying? It gets really tricky, man. This is one where I think that a carve out should be made for the guys that she's known the longest. I'm talking about since childhood. I would make carve outs for those. Now, again, she can do whatever it is that she wants to do. If she wants to be stupid and mess up her relationship, knock yourself out. I'm not going to tie you down. I'm not going to try to force you to go nowhere so that nothing can ever happen. No. I'm going to let you know if you ever do anything that I would see and say, yeah, this is outside the bounds of what you should be doing while in a relationship with me, then you effed up and you out of here. I let her know that. And then I help her keep the guys who she's known for the longest at arm's length and have no new guy friends. I think that's a pretty good compromise. You all tell me what you all think in the comment section, because I personally don't think a female should be getting rid of her oldest friends, because in life, the people you know, the people you've known the longest, who are the closest to you, those are the people who help make life worth living.
Now, remember, this is the female guessing game. So out of all of these females you've seen, about which one do you think I'm about to ask you all? Drum roll, please. So, tell me, is she a traditional woman, modern woman, or modern female? Put it in the comment section and tell me why you think so. And then grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.